Hi, I'm Melissa Radke, and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday, where every Tuesday I teach you something you probably already know and most certainly can do better than me. So I thought now would be a great time to do a tutorial on parenting, because some of you have been stuck at home inside four walls, right, with your kid who for years the teachers and the administrative staff of their school has been trying to tell you was a real piece of work. So we have two kids, 11 and 13, and the 13-year-old, Remy, is just now starting to come into some of that teenage behavior. It's not terrible. It's really not, but it's just enough that I know that I want to nip it in the bud pretty quick, right? So here's her thing. There's not as much slamming doors and eye rolling as there is talking over me. She knows better. She can talk faster. She can talk louder. And so she just talks over me. So if I say, Remy, I'm asking you if you need to check in with a parent, and it just leaves me wanting to burn my house down. So the other night, after a lot of prayer and an entire bag of Oreos, this is the plan that I came up with, and I wanted to share it with you today. So here's the thing that I really want us to think about, parents. We've got to be creative in our discipline. I mean, we could ground them, right? But do they really remember that? Does that linger in their mind for a good long time? Probably not. We could remove screens, but we're not crazy. We don't want to do that. So what is it that we need to do? I want to be creative. So the first thing I did was I wrote up a little contract at the bottom of this piece of paper. I'm going to let you see it. It says, I enjoy talking over my parents and correcting them constantly, but it's wrong. And I understand that there are consequences to my actions, and it has been explained to me. And then she put her little John Hancock right there, because I wanted to make sure that she fully understood what was about to happen, that she even signed it. So make sure that you've explained it in detail and that they've signed it. And then if they have to be punished with these actions, you see, they knew it was coming. So here's what I did. I made a thermometer. I looked up online how to create a thermometer, and then I created a thermometer on this piece of paper right here, and I hung it on the outside of Remy's door. I put a 1/2 inch mark all up along the thermometer. I didn't put a full inch because I'm not a war criminal. But I did put a 1/2 inch, and every single time my daughter talks over me, every single time she wages war against me with her words and her temperament, we fill in the 1/2 inch mark. And that is how many inches of hair will be cut off the next time she goes to the salon. So one time we did it and she had to get 3 inches cut off. The next time we went, she had to get a 1/2 inch cut off, because she's learning to shut up. And so this is the thermometer. I bet you didn't know that thermometers were gender specific, but this definitely looks like a male thermometer. So I would just challenge you today to think about what it is that is priceless to your kids. For Remy, she's 13 years old, so her long hair, like that's her mane, that's her crowning glory, right? So cutting it up a 1/2 inch or 2 inches or sometimes even 3, not the end of the world. And summer's coming. I don't care if I take off 7 whole inches. Don't scare me. Hair grows back. So that is how I've gotten creative with Remy. I'm going to find ways to be creative with Rocco, my 11-year-old. But in the meantime, this is working wonders in our house, parents. I suggest that you do it. I wouldn't suggest you draw it quite as pornographic, but for me, it worked. And if you're wondering why the top is like down, it's because I also gave it a title, but David said it was really inappropriate. I wasn't thinking about it when I gave it the title, Learning Respect a 1/2 inch at a Time, which is probably the name of a movie or something out there. But anyway, for us, it's working. Tutorial Tuesday.